How's it going, guys? It's Eclipse here, and today's video is completely different from our usual. We're taking a look at some of your gameplays that you've sent in for me to kind of have a look at and review, and of course we're going to have a look at the first one being in the Dreadnought sent in very recently, actually yesterday, and of course it is a pretty decent gameplay for the first bit, where we've got the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4, and he of course one-shot Amaraxe Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 there blind, which is very nice. And of course, if you've picked up the Dreadnought when it comes out during the later half of this week as of the recording of this video, it will be free for everyone to pick up. Then you will be able to do so, and we'll look at the next gameplay from some of you. The next gameplay clip we have here is, of course, playing on the old Monster Hunter gameplay mode that we had in the game very recently, actually. And of course, he's playing in the Bellerophon. Don't know what is going to happen, but we're essentially going to have a look. And of course, if you want to send in some of your replays or gameplay clips, we will be hoping to actually produce these on a fairly regular basis. So if you have a brilliant game within World of Tanks, then of course let me know, and we'll try and get those all sorted out for you guys. Don't, blimey, what the... Well, that's just broken. Okay. Thank you, Henderson, for sending that one in. That was definitely an interesting one. I didn't realise that that was even possible, but there we go. The next clip we have is, of course, Henderson here again playing in the Revenant Craft Panther, of course being that tank that basically looks like a dead wreck to any enemy opponents that are going to be looking at them. And you can see this Goronich has absolutely no idea what is going on with regards to where he's getting hit by. Of course, being able to deal so much damage with the Craft Panther in this game mode. I believe it has like a superbly high alpha damage with the Craft Panther, and there we go. Henderson doing 8,000 damage total within, of course, the Monster Hunter game mode, with just a fantastic result there. And of course, thank you very much for sending that one in. Our next gameplay clip here is in the Brumbar. This is a pretty interesting one. I've already seen it, but blimey, it is just a little bit of a crazy one. Obviously, you can auto-aim with these, and you can shoot over the ridge lines, and yes, you can just one-shot a lot of enemy tanks. Of course, that is the entirety of the German new tank destroyer line that you can play with. This appears actually to be playing in 60 FPS, which is a bit interesting. Must be playing on the new Xbox or PS5. So remember that is actually a thing. Thank you very much, Fluky Key. We've got some more from you to be able to have a look at. The next one to have a look at is, of course, the Sturmtiger P, this disgustingly heavy Ferdinand-looking tank within World of Tanks console, and you can see the T25 there. What on earth? That's just ridiculous. And as his name suggests, flukier key, definitely got a little bit fluky there with that shot going straight into the T25. Yeah, wow, that's fantastic. And we'll move to our next gameplay. So the next gameplay clip is, of course, in the BAR, probably one of the worst tier 9 tanks, apparently, according to many of you who've actually played the tank. I've not quite got there myself, but let's just see exactly what the... Wow, the bar is just... Amarak the i7 there. That was a pretty nice result. I don't know whether that's a common theme with these high alpha German tank destroyers, because obviously they must get a ton of module damage. Whether or not that really does impact the ammo-racking capability of them all, I don't know. Have you guys been finding that? Yeah, definitely an interesting one. Obviously, if you've got some crazy shots, or if you've got anything like that, then of course send them to me. I will leave a link in the description that is my email address, where you can send in your clips and replays if you can get a hold of them. Obviously on the Xbox, if you download them to your OneDrive or whatever, and then send them over via email, or alternatively, if you just want to send them as a video clip, if you're able to do that, then you can do. Unfortunately for PS4, I don't know how you'll do it, but yeah, if you can get it over to me on either Discord, which is also linked in the description, or yeah, alternatively the email address linked in the description and on the channel in the about section. So if you want to do that, then you can do, and hopefully we can get some more good clips coming in from you guys. Now we have got a clip of the Sturmtiger. So this is, of course, the big boy, the tier 10 tank destroyer. Don't know how it will fare, but don't know what's going to happen. But you see the bloody hell, 1600 alpha. That is genuinely like playing in the FE 4005 all over again. It's going to be interesting when I finally get my hands on that, and I will look forward to doing that 1600 plus with this kind of machine. And of course it looks so dinky and just disgustingly small with that massive long gigantic, I don't even know what to call it, but it's just ridiculous, isn't it? And you can see our friend here, Flukia Key, once again, just destroying the opponents he's firing at, and yeah, just ridiculous, really. Thank you very much, obviously, for sending in so many clips. I think we've got one more left to have a look at, and we'll do that now. The next one, obviously, once again in the Sturmtiger, we've got that giant heat round, or HE round. You can actually see it just landing onto the opponents. Obviously, he set himself up in a very nice bush. Don't quite know what's going to happen within this one, but I'm assuming that it will be some interesting kind of one-shot potential, at least, maybe on this chieftain. Don't quite know how it's going to go, but is he going to auto-aim, or is he aiming? Just the fact you can see the missile just come out, that's just ridiculous. I really do enjoy having a look at some of your gameplays, obviously picking up a nice 1600 damage, and we'll try and get into some more gameplay in a second. We've got another gameplay here, and this is of course in the S51, I believe, the tier 7 artillery, and we've got a bit of a TD mode artillery today, and apparently with the caption going in as artillery should. Let's see exactly what this guy's going to do. This is Boom in the S51. So we're moving obviously into the town area, which I really wouldn't suggest an artillery, although this gameplay kind of makes me want to do this with this. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see as to how well it fares for him, at least against something like a captured KV-1, which he's about to come into contact with in just a second, maybe. Don't quite know if I really would use the S51 as a pure-in tank destroyer. Obviously, he's still loading HE, so we're going to be not penning unless we actually hit him direct and actual go through the armour. Obviously, it's unlikely that such a tank would be able to do that, but I guess we'll just see in 1 second. Yep, just finishing him off. Probably the splash would have got him anyway. But yeah, the TD mode definitely looks like something maybe we can try in a video later on, where we look at potentially playing artillery as tank destroyers. I have one specific artillery in mind, which I've done in the past, and maybe that will make for a very interesting video for you guys to actually jump on and have a look at. You can see Boom here, just waiting to reload. Whether or not he'll pick up a third one within this, I don't know. But the Nashorn's looking tasty. Will he get him? Yeah, of course he will. Picking up that extra 600 damage. That's just unbelievable that the S51's so good. Really looking forward to getting my hands on it. I don't think I have actually ground out to the tier 10 Russian artillery line, but I don't know whether they're that good. I guess we'll just have to wait and see whether or not we should actually do that or not. But yeah, I guess Boom here making his advance. I don't know whether or not he's going to be able to sneak up on this VK 3001P. It could be devastating for him if he doesn't realise that Boom is behind him. And I guess he'll pick up one more. Oh. No. That's disgusting. There we go. Apparently artillery is a better TD than TDs themselves. So there we go. Nice one from Boom there. Thank you very much for sending that in. And that was actually a Discord one. Apologies for the resolution. It was a bit weird. I don't quite know why. And I couldn't get it to change it even if I did download the file itself. So there we go. Boom in the S51. Of course, if you have any replays, I appreciate that this is a fairly short video today. But it was really to kind of get you guys to try and send in some of your clips so we can have a look at them. And of course, if you've you've got full gameplays that you want shown on the channel, then of course you can do that. We have a link in the description as we talked about, so make sure you do that. And hopefully you did enjoy this video, and I of course will be putting in some of my funny clips in there in between some of yours. So yeah, it'll be an interesting community kind of montage idea thing, so hopefully you will enjoy it, and hopefully you'll join me back in the next video where we look at the update news for tomorrow as of the recording of this video. So there we go, thank you, and I hope to see you there.